Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. So, first thing, as I'm going to answer a couple of questions. One of the questions that I got this week is the TPOB plate still my favorite clipper? Well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite clipper. It's the clipper I'm using all the time. I'm using it constantly. I have also been using the Wahl Senior. I pick it up, I keep it at the station. So I've got the TPOB play, the Wahl Senior, I have the Wahl Magic clip there as well, and I have the Suprint Pro, I think it's the Zeus, one of the Suprint clippers anyway. But to be honest, I think the play is the one that I'm using the most. I think if I was going to do like a fade, the play is ideal. It has a really good range on the blade. It's very, very useful for cutting tapers. But one of the weirdest things is since I put out that TPOB play review, I've noticed that the comments are a lot different. The comments that I'm reading in the comment section, it's kind of funny. Like a lot of people are really in one camp or another when it comes to a hair clipper. Now, to me, the clipper is just a means to an end. It doesn't make any difference what brand it's from for me. The main thing is that it works really well, and I just want a clipper that works excellently, which is the case with the TPOB plate. And I said that what I was going to do was I'd reserve my judgment on it until I'd used it for a long time. I thought I'll wait and see just how it works over a long period. So it's still working fine. I think that's now 3-4 weeks I've been using it. Totally happy with it. It's quiet, and I noticed like a lot of clipper reviews will show you some kind of like decibel meter where they're measuring how loud a clipper is. Again, doesn't matter to me that. I don't think that's really relevant how loud it is. The main thing is how perfectly does it fade? Does it cut really close? Is it close to the skin? Is it going to graze the skin? Is it missing hairs? Does it feel smooth through the hair? Is it struggling with the hair? Those are the key things for me. So the TPOB play and the Wahl Senior are the two clippers really for me that tick those boxes. I don't love every clipper that every clipper brand has. Again, the Wahl Senior, don't really love. I do love that, but the Wahl Magic clip, I find it's a bit useless. You know, like it's a bit weak. I do use it because it's there and I've bought one, and when it's fully charged, that's fine, but it seems to die a slow, horrible death every time I use it. You know, after about 3-4 haircuts, it starts dying away slowly, and it's painful. I start spraying clipper side on it to try and bring it back to life. If you're using a magic clip, let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you like the magic clip. It's not for me. Where's the coffee? The coffee is over there, and I'm not having coffee because I had so much coffee today. I woke up this morning and I drink Illy Intenso, which is like in a metal can, put it in the cafetiere, 2 tablespoons of that, really strong, had that black. And then I came to work and I had another coffee at work, and then I had another coffee at lunchtime, and I can't have another one. Although when I go home after this, because I'm still at the shop, right? When I go home, I'm editing a video, so maybe I will have some more coffee just to keep me awake. So I'm going back to clippers. Should I cut with the lever open? Someone asked me. Almost never do you use the lever unless you're trying to get between 2 lengths. That's what the lever's for. It's for blending in. If someone says to you, can you cut my hair with a 2.5? That would be the 2 guard on with the lever open. Let me tell you, if you've tried that, you'll find that it's quite frustrating because it doesn't cut the same. When the blades are aligned quite close, it cuts really well, but when you move the blade back, it doesn't cut the same. So I prefer to be cutting just with a solid number, and that lever is only in use for me from around about the 0 to the 1 level and maybe a 1.5. But after that, I don't use the lever because it just doesn't cut so well. So today, this is what I've been filming today. I've got this this thing here. It's called a Hairmax 272. Let me show you. I'm going to take it out of the case. So this is it here. It's a laser cap for hair loss. And they sent this out to me, so I got it for free. And I am testing it. It's going to take about 6 months to test. It has lasers inside, which I'm not going to look at. But basically, that fires lasers onto the head. You wear it for 7 minutes per session, 3 times a week, and it's supposed to regrow your hair, apparently. So I'll be the judge of it. I'm going to test it. I made a video today. I've been using it for around about a month, I would say. Well, about 3 weeks, and I use it 3 times a week. I'm undecided as to whether or not it works, because what happens when you're regrowing hair, if you form a new follicle on the scalp, this is going to be the little hole that the hair comes out of, that will, a hair is going to grow out through that follicle. But for that to form, it's going to take about 3 weeks just to form. So it's still below the surface of the scalp. So even after a month of use with this thing, you're not going to actually know. But what appeals to me about it is it's non-surgical and it's non-medicinal. So you're not taking medicine and you're not undergoing surgery. Now, that's quite a convoluted process, especially if you're going to have surgery. Surgery is going to be, you're talking a 6 month process, recovery. You're going to have to go to another country probably, and then from there, you maybe have to take finasteride for hair loss, and that again comes with side effects. So not ideal. I wouldn't rush out for either of those procedures, either medication or surgery. And when I found out about this laser device, I thought, well, I'll give it a try. It's FDA cleared, and it has clinical trials. It's proven to work in 93% of cases. Can you believe that? 93%. It is expensive. It's like $1,400. So good that I test it and I can relay to you whether it works or not. So that's what I've been working on. The other thing I'm working on thinking about is shop decor. I'm thinking about making some kind of wall where I have a backdrop to my videos where there's less clutter, because at the moment I've got the workstation and the grey wall, which is like concrete effect wall. And I want more of a contrast behind the head of hair so that it's easier to see on video. So I've been looking at solutions for that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. Another viewer asked me, how do I describe my haircut better to the barber? Great question. And I always say a picture speaks 1,000 words. So if you have a picture and you take it to the barber. So one of the ones that I get asked this a lot is when I did the 2-block haircut video, I get asked a lot, how do I explain that to the barber? The easiest way to do it is show the barber the video, right? Now, you don't want to offend the barber and say, look, how can I get this? I want this haircut. Can you watch the video and do it? Send it to the barber and say, is it possible for me to get this haircut? And he'll watch the video and he'll look at your hair and then let you know whether or not it's possible for you to have that haircut. What next? Multi-language audio. This is a thing that I'm adding to my videos now. So YouTube has a new feature where we can add different languages to a video. The 2 videos that I've translated so far, they seem to be well received. The people who are reading, who are watching, they're now able to listen to my voice in a different language. And I think it's understandable. It's not, it's AI that does this. And I intend over time to produce more videos in different languages. But the issue that I have is that to translate one video into 10 languages costs about $100. So I have 175 videos to translate. So we're talking $17,500 to get through that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to target the videos that are quite popular, the most popular, the ones that get watched the most globally. I'll translate them and I'll work my way through. And then everything in the future that I put out, if it's a hair tutorial, I'll probably put different languages on it as well. So if you're watching in a different language, feel free to go into the settings and check to see if I've put a dubbed version on there as well. Okay, so this is Coffee with Mike for the evening. It's not a long one because I have a video that I'm really I want to get it finished for tomorrow and get it out tomorrow to members. So I'm going to rush off and I'm going to go and work on that for the rest of the night and try and get that done and dusted so that it's ready. But thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back again next week and we'll see you then.